Well, if I have one of these, the 0, 0 is still going to, when added, is still going to give us the same thing, right?
Right.
So that's not going to be a problem. Additive inverse. Well, just the negative of this and the negative of this is going to give you something that adds to it and gets 0, right? That's not going to be a problem. If I multiply by a real number, do I get one of these? Well, give me an example here. What's something that's in the set? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the phone.
X is 2.
Again?
X is 2. So
Okay, if you let x equal 2, then 310 works, right?
Right.
Okay? That's from x equals 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you want to multiply 310 by? Let's just pick an iter. You wanted to multiply by 2
Yeah.
a while ago. So, well, you want to pick something more general. But multiplying by 2 will show what we need to show here, okay? Well, that's 620, right?
Right.
Is that of the form x plus 1, 5x?
no.
Well, if it is, what does x have to be equal to? Well, one way or the other. If this is of this form, then x has to be 5, right?
Right.
Because this should be x plus 1.
Maybe five.
But if x is 5, 5x would be 25, right?
Exactly.
Or you could say, well, x has to be 4 if this is 5x, right?
Right.
But then 4 plus 1 isn't 6, right?
Right.
Okay? This is not a member. If x plus 1 equals 6, x equals 5, and 5x equals 25. Not 20, right? Okay? Now, it's actually more clear if you do this with the symbols. Okay? And sometimes symbols are much easier to work with than numbers because the numbers can hide what you're trying to see. Okay, now here you can prove it, but you got to go to the step of doing a little algebra, right? Now, solving x plus 1 equals 6 for x ain't a big deal, but you got to see to do that, and it's not something that'll immediately occur to anybody. Well, if you say, okay, well, if I multiply through by 2, this is what I get, right? Well, I don't have to do that. This isn't of the form, okay? So I'll say if the first coordinate is 2x plus 2, this is almost what I started to write out. And I'm still wrong. Not writing it out right. Try again. It's really easier to go to the second coordinate. then the first quadrant would have to be 2x plus 1, not 2x plus 2. Okay? There are even more obvious ways to say it. Didn't want to get a little algebra in there. Okay? So you got to do this sort of thing. Now, right now, we're just going to confine ourselves to these 4 characteristics. So let's look at another example.